and this is Finlandia Fridays.
Welcome to Finlandia Fridays. My name is Michael Babcock. I am your host. This is our weekly interview series here at Finlandia University. This week we're joined by two guests, as you can see for those watching on the video. We have senior sociology major Hailee Johnson. Hailee, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
As well as associate professor of sociology, Dr. Claudia Youakim. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you guys on the show today. We're going to be talking a little bit about a unique first-time event here at Finlandia University called the SCAS Senior Capstone Presentations. And the Senior Capstone Presentations is not new, but what's new about it this year is we're actually inviting the public to come out and join us at this great event. It'll be next Thursday from 1 to 4 p.m., as well as on Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. There'll be 15-minute presentations by our seniors in our SUNY College of Arts and Sciences. They'll be presenting on a whole bunch of different topics, depending on what the major is. And for instance, Hailee here is a sociology major with a psychology minor, and you're going to be presenting on your sociology project you're working on. So let's dive right into that. Tell us a little bit about this project you're working on.
The project that I'm doing is attitudes towards interracial marriage and dating with millennials in Houghton County. I created a survey that has open and closed-ended questions, and I interviewed about 10 people.
Wow, so I've done a lot of interviews, and I know how time-consuming they can be, especially when you have open-ended questions. What's it been like for you as a learning experience?
It was a big learning experience. Every interview I did was different. None of them were the same. None of them took the same length amount of time. I guess the hardest thing for me was my recruiting. I did a post on my Facebook page, and then I had a snowballing effect from people who participated. So the hardest thing for me was interviewing my friends, because it was attitudes and stuff that I didn't really know about them. So it was a learning experience to be unbiased.
Definitely. And Dr. Youakim, I want to talk to you about this. This presentation is obviously touchy but also really interesting, especially given our rural area. What have you noticed in this presentation or this project with Hailee?
Well, I'm actually reviewing Hailee's work right now, but really, like, the Capstone project is supposed to provide an opportunity for seniors to kind of showcase their work in whatever area of expertise their major. And so Hailee took race and ethnic relations with me, and I don't know if this really developed there, but we started talking about her proposal during that class time, and then she submits a proposal, and we kind of ping pong this document back and forth, and the methodology, and then she creates a survey. She's kind of doing a mixed method, so it has a survey component. And it also has open-ended questions, so she's able to kind of gain more knowledge about, like, the attitudes of people and have them kind of think a little more than her specific questions that they have. So she probes on what are their attitudes towards dating. It's not a representative sample, and I think that's important to remember, right? It's 10 people in the UP, so we can't make any conclusions about what this says about millennials, right? She's looking at millennials in the UP, but I think if, more so, it provides her the opportunity to kind of take what her knowledge in her sociology classes and the methods classes that she's taken in race and ethnic relations, and really apply that and kind of go through the whole process. She had to create the survey, write a literature review, really look at the gaps in the literature, and just be able to kind of make some sort of generalized conclusions, and we will get to her conclusions next week if you and our audience members come to her presentation.
Do you know when you're presenting yet?
I think it's at 2:40 on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. Perfect. And this is in Wargeland Hall in room 303, right across from the dorms. If you park right across the dorm, the Wargeland Hall is right there. You see some signage, and there should be a nice crew of people in there to go watch. The public, again, is invited to come out and watch. It's going to be really interesting to learn. Let's talk a little more about this topic. How did you come upon this topic?
Well, for me it was a personal topic, I guess, because I'm in an interracial relationship, and now we have an interracial child. So with my family, even in the beginning of our relationship, because we aren't very diverse up here in the UP, it was a new thing to them, and it took them a while to even work up to our relationship. So I don't know, it's something that's always just stuck with me, so then I wanted to investigate it a little more.
Do you feel like you've learned a little bit about yourself and about the process through this as well?
Yeah, I guess like it's made me, I think, a little better at not being so biased when people tell me their opinions and attitudes towards something, and it's made me realize that there are a good amount of positive people up here.
That's interesting. I love the topic. What, Dr. Youakim, you're new up here. You moved there this year. What's it been like for you at Finlandia?
As far as this kind of area?
Yeah, and to bring sociology, bring liberal arts here at Finlandia.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing experience because I get to teach a variety of courses, and so I teach intro every semester, but then I'm able to kind of delve into special topics courses, and I think that provides an opportunity for students to kind of study classes that they might not get even maybe in other institutions sometimes. Like I will be teaching sociology of hip hop in the fall, and that's something I'm putting together now. But I focus on race and ethnic relations, and but I kind of look at my research in an intersectional kind of way, and so I think different components are really important, like sex and gender and sexuality. Class relations are really important, and so those are things that I kind of help highlight when I am guiding someone in their project. And so we ask questions about social class, for example. There's a lot of overlap between someone's like social class and race relations, and I think those kind of intersections are important to highlight in someone's work. And so I would say my experience overall has been just kind of, I don't know, it's like fruitful overall, right? It provides me the opportunity to kind of, delve into topics that I want to, but it also, I'm provided, because I'm like the sociology department in a sense, right? I can kind of, take on classes that I might not have taken on before, like research methods or quantitative analysis, and that's really interesting to me.
Yeah, and I know being a liberal arts school, sociology is really kind of a core part of that, liberal arts.
Yes.
Why should a student be interested in these classes? And especially, I'm kind of fishing here for talking about today's society. We're always looking to kind of open our minds up a little bit. How important is sociology to a student's development?
Yeah, I think, no bias, right? But, I'm obviously, I have a lot of faith, and I think the discipline itself has just a lot of, there's a lot of like integrity in the discipline. And I think it's important for students to note that, there is a set of methods, it is a science. It does provide students with the tools that they need to kind of critically think about any topic, really. And so the capstone is just one opportunity to provide students with just an idea of what skill set they can use kind of in the real world, right? And so they can look at journal articles outside of the classroom walls and outside of the capstone itself. And, I feel like we need to kind of be researchers every day. We need to kind of research our sources, our news sources, for example, and we need to be critical thinkers just overall. And I feel very strongly about sociology being a discipline that provides those tools to students. So.
Excellent. And Hailee, I want to go back a little bit to your story. You're from Houghton. What made you interested in attending Finlandia?
Well, originally I wanted to come to Finlandia for nursing, and once I got through anatomy the first semester, I decided that nursing was not for me, and Dr. Gee's wife was here at the time, and I was taking one of her social classes, and I fell in love with it, so I decided to switch my major to sociology. And I've been in love with it since, and eventually I want to go to graduate school for it, so.
Excellent. What are some of your favorite parts of being a sociology major?
Just the classes in general. I think it's really affected my ability to do critical thinking. I felt like that was something that was really missing in my education because in high school and even middle school and stuff, you don't really do critical thinking, I don't think. It's more memorization. So this was a whole new type of learning for me.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank both of you guys for coming on today. It's been a lot of fun to discuss this stuff. And the senior capstone projects next week are going to be a lot of fun. The presentations are Thursday from 1 to 4 p.m. as well as Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. in Wargelin Hall, room 303. We invite the public is welcome to come, especially people here at Finlandia's campus. Come out and see what our seniors have been doing. The topics are going to be all over the place and really quite interesting. Check out our website early next week for the full schedule, so maybe you can see which topics would interest you more than others. And I want to wish you good luck next week. It's finals week. It's the capstone presentation. You ready?
I'm trying to be. I'm working hard.
Hailee's born ready. She's
Excellent.
always ready.
I like that confidence.
She is.
Next week on Finlandia Fridays, we'll be interviewing Matt McLaughlin. He is our student representative for the senior class this year. He'll be speaking at graduation, so that'll be a lot of fun. We want to check that out next week, as well as we want to invite everybody to go to finlandia.edu/Fridays and complete a survey on the show. I'm looking for your feedback as we get ready for next season. Next week is our last episode for this season. So we want to thank everybody for doing it. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, we will see you guys next Friday.